Dear storytellers of faith, welcome back to the SFG Podcast. If this is your first time listening, welcome. If it's your second time, what's up, lovelies? My name is MM and I'm so happy you're here. In our last episode, I introduced the podcast and shared why I started this journey. And today, we're diving into our first topic. Waiting on God. Let's be real, waiting can feel like forever. Have you ever prayed and felt like nothing was happening? Or maybe you even started to wonder if God was holding out on you? Well, the truth is, He is not. So, let's get into it. Do you know what? In recent times, I've learned in my faith walk that God loves consistency. And do you know why? Because He is consistent. Even when we get tired, frustrated, or we feel like giving up, God never gives up on us. He keeps pursuing, loving, and waiting for us to draw near. And honestly, consistency and persistence build us. They shape our character, they deepen our faith, and let's be honest, they test our patience. So today, I would like to share a story that Jesus told to show us how God responds to persistence in prayer. This is a short but wonderful story. It is about a persistent widow, and you can read it in the book of Luke, chapter 18, verses 1 to 8. There was a judge in a city who neither feared God nor cared about people. He was the kind of person who did whatever he wanted, unmoved by anyone's needs or concerns. Then, in that same city, there was a widow who had been wronged. She kept going to this judge, asking for justice against her adversaries. But time and time again, he ignored her. She refused to give up. She kept coming to him. She kept asking him. Still, the judge refused. But one day, after what was probably a very long time, the judge finally gave in. And this is what he had to say. Though I neither fear God nor respect man, yet because this widow keeps bothering me, I will give her justice, so that she will not beat me down by her continual coming. Can you imagine? He wasn't moved by compassion. He just wanted her to stop pestering him. Wow. If you've ever had someone nag you about something over and over, you know exactly how he felt. You would probably give in just to get some peace. Now, let's think about that for a second. If even an unjust judge gave in to persistence, how much more will God, who is loving, kind, and faithful, respond to his children who cry out to him? Jesus says in Luke chapter 18, verse 7, will not God bring justice for his chosen ones who cry out to him day and night? Will he keep putting them off? That's your answer. God is not ignoring you. He hears you. You know, this reminds me of a real-life persistent story involving me, my husband, and a phone I desperately wanted. I think you understand that it's in the little things sometimes that happen in our lives that we understand certain things. So, my old phone was in life support a while back. My husband promised to get me a new one, so I waited patiently at first. But then days passed, weeks passed, and I didn't get any tips or hints that the phone was coming. I started dropping hints, then reminding him. Then I kept asking daily, and you know what that means. I'm not sure he was very thrilled about that. But you know what? I was persistent, and eventually I got the phone. Now, did he buy it because I asked once? No, he later admitted that I wore him down. It's funny now, but having to ask for something daily can wear someone down. So if my husband responded to persistence, how much more will God, who is able to do exceedingly abundantly beyond what we can ever ask or think? Now, Jesus ends his parable with a powerful question. When the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on the earth? Luke chapter 18 verse 8. It is not just about persistence. It is about faith. Do we trust God enough to keep asking, praying, and believing, even when the answer seems delayed? Maybe you've prayed for healing, a spouse, a child, or a breakthrough in different areas of your life. Or maybe something you cannot even share with anyone, and it feels like God is silent. This is your reminder. God is not ignoring you. He sees your faith. God knows your heart. And at the right time, God will answer. Thank you for listening to today's episode of SFG Podcast. If this spoke to you, be sure to subscribe, share, and leave a comment. And hey, if you ever had a moment where you were persistent in prayer and God showed up in a way you didn't expect, I'd love to hear your story. Share in the comments or DM me. Until next time, keep the faith and keep showing up. This is MM, and you're listening to the SFG Podcast.